The episode begins with Anurag telling Ishani that he wants to talk about Pihu. He confesses that he doesn't know how to handle her. Ishani assures him that Pihu is a straightforward and kind person who genuinely loves him. Anurag replies, I know, and she'll be joining my college soon. I won't even be able to avoid her. Ishani says Pihu will understand in time. Anurag sighs, saying, this generation is very emotional. Ishani adds that Pihu sees her as a friend, which is why she opened up about her feelings. Anurag, emotionally overwhelmed, asks, but what about my love? He tells Ishani that he can't give her place to anyone. Ishani becomes emotional. Anurag then asks her why she married Shaswant. Ishani helplessly replies, what else could I have done? Anurag says, I can't see you in pain. It's better to walk away from a toxic relationship. Meanwhile, Shaswant returns home and asks about Ishani. Raj Didi informs him that Ishani has gone to her mother's house and hands over a letter received from college. Shaswant is shocked to read that Ishani gave a statement in Anurag's favor to the principal before the committee meeting. As a result, Anurag has been declared innocent. The letter also reveals that Shaswant had tried to defame Anurag and had pressurized Ishani to file a complaint. However, her written statement nullified the verbal complaint. Pihu is happy to hear this. Back with Anurag, Ishani confides that she no longer has the strength to fight against society or her powerful husband. She fears that if he finds out about Anurag, he may try to harm him. Anurag says he isn't afraid and pledges that his life belongs to her. Ishani urges him to take care of himself and not to hurt Pihu if possible. She then leaves. At home, Shaswant asks his sister when Ishani left. She tells him it was in the evening. Pihu taunts Shaswant, saying Ishani is an adult and can do what she wants, just like he goes to clubs. Enraged, Shaswant slaps her. Pihu boldly warns him never to raise his hand again and declares she will ruin him. She says Ishani might tolerate his torture, but she won't. She breaks all ties with him, stating that from now on, she hates him and no longer considers him her father. Nandini tries to intervene, but Pihu shuts her down. Shaswant threatens to throw her out of the house. Yash calms the situation. Raj Didi worries about Ishani's whereabouts, but Shaswant says Ishani will have to answer. Pihu tells Shaswant that this house belongs to her grandfather, so he has no right to oust her. She even threatens to lodge a police complaint if he touches her again. The episode begins with Shaswant asking Ishani where she went. Ishani asks him whether Raj Didi did not inform him. She says Ambika was not well, so she went to meet her mother. Shaswant tells her that today he came early to spend time with her. He asks her whether she called the doctor for Ambika. Ishani tells him that Ambika is fine. Shaswant tells her that he called Ambika to know about her health. Ishani wonders whether Ambika told the truth too. Shaswant says Ishani did not reach Ambika's house. Ishani tells him that he would have called Ambika before she reached her mother's home. Shaswant tells her that he called Ambika a few minutes back. He says, let's go to a room to talk. He asks whether the husband can't talk to his wife. He takes Ishani to their room. He pushes Ishani inside the room and locks the door from inside. Nandini tells Raj Didi that she doesn't know how Shaswant will react after reading the report. She says they should have selected a simple girl for Shaswant. Raj Didi says she did not know Ishani would turn out like this. Pihu asks them how they can ignore the things that Ishani has done for this family till now. She says one should spend time with Ishani to understand her. She tells them that Ishani has humanity. Shaswant beat Ishani with a whip. Ishani screams in pain. Everyone hears this. Pihu and Yash run to Shaswat's room. Pihu asks Shaswant to open the door. Yash says it's between husband and wife, so Pihu should not interfere. Pihu tells him that Ishani screams, so she is worried. Shaswant tells Ishani that this is for ruining his reputation in her college. He beat her again and said this is for lying to him. He asks her to say where she went. Ishani refuses to tell the truth. Shaswant tells her that he knows everything, but he wants to hear from her. He says he will beat her until she tells the truth. Ishani tells him that he doesn't have the right to beat her. She says she won't tolerate this. Shaswant tells her that he faced insult because of her. Ishani tells him that she did right. Shaswant tells her that he did not get an answer yet. Pihu tells Shaswant that she will call the police if he doesn't open the door. Then Shaswant opens the door. Pihu sees marks on Ishani's body. She asks Ishani whether Shaswant beat the latter. Ishani says Shaswant beat her up to know where she went. Shaswant tells her that she is living off his money, so she should tell. Ishani says she won't eat in this house from now on. Nandini asks whether Ishani will live as mistress of Anurag. Ishani asks Nandini to stop it. Pihu tells Nandini not to interfere in their family matter. Raj Didi scolds Pihu for disrespecting Nandini. Shaswant says he is not scared of police. Ishani says she knows Shaswant has VIP connections and her marks will prove her claim. She asks why she should give a fake complaint against Anurag. She asks why she should support Shaswant's lie. Shaswant tells her that she doesn't know about his power yet. He takes Nandini with him to talk to her. Raj Didi takes Yash from there. Pihu asks whether Ishani will go to the police now. The episode begins with Pihu says Ishani is tolerating Shaswant's abuse, which is wrong. Ishani asks Pihu not to interfere in this matter. Pihu says no one cares about Ishani except her. She asks why Ishani is silent. Ishani says women should sacrifice many things for family reputation. Pihu asks Ishani to give a police complaint against Shaswant. Ishani says she can't do that because she has to protect her family's reputation. Pihu asks whether Ishani won't go to college because of Shaswant. Ishani says she will try to get permission for home study. Pihu asks why Ishani is ruining her life. Ishani feels she lost everything already and she doesn't have anything to lose. Pihu asks Ishani not to give up and to fight for herself. She says Ishani still has time to achieve her dreams. Ishani says, let's leave that matter. Pihu asks whether Ishani went to meet Anurag. Ishani accepts she went to meet Anurag. Pihu blames herself for everything and apologizes to Ishani. She asks what Anurag said. Ishani says she talked to Anurag about Pihu and says she wants the well-being of Pihu. That's it. Pihu says her feelings are the same. She asks Ishani to come and eat. Ishani says she doesn't feel like eating. Pihu asks what exactly Anurag said. Ishani says love should happen naturally, and they can't force anyone for that. Pihu trusts Anurag will love her one day unconditionally. She says no one can love Anurag like her. She thinks Anurag can ignore her once she gets admission to his college. Ishani wonders why she is hurt when Pihu is talking about Anurag. She thinks she can't reunite with Anurag, so her feelings are wrong. She cries. Pihu notices this and asks Ishani what happened. Ishani says she just felt like crying. Pihu asks Ishani to stay with her and Anurag in the future. She says she can't let Ishani get tortured there. Ishani says that's not possible and cries. Pihu says she understands Ishani also wants love in her life. She tells Ishani that the latter deserves to be loved by someone. She says she can understand what Ishani is going through because Shaswant is having an affair with Nandini. She tells Ishani to go to college. Ishani says Pihu has done so much for her already. She thinks she would not have learned Anurag still waits for her without Pihu. She tells Pihu thanks for taking her to college to achieve her dream. Pihu hugs Ishani. She tells Ishani to attend the freshers' party in the college because Anurag is going to sing. She says even Ishani can sing. Ishani says there is still time for that party. Pihu says she is feeling bad to see Ishani like this. Ishani asks Pihu to eat and sleep. She says she is hiding her pain, but she doesn't know how she will react when Shaswant crosses limits.